Hello, Legacy Life. So here I am in Arizona looking at another piece of property. Um, yeah, it's by Concho. It's actually Concho, Arizona. Real nice place. Seems to be very pretty. I'll show you what it's all about in a second here. Yeah, so let me give you an update. Basically just, you know, looking looking around for a good piece of pie, if you will, good piece of property to stay at, invest at, live at maybe sometime. Not all the time now because I'm working, full time. But I'm always looking for that forever place. Well, I know where my forever place is. It's I already it's my burial ground, but my forever place while I'm on this earth. So let me show you what I found so far, or today. So, like I said, Concho, Arizona. I heard this is a really good place to go. Codes are lax, um, and price is cheap, or land is cheap, and there's plenty of people out here willing to help. With septic or water haul or electricity poles. It's just one of those places on this United States of America where people are growing and willing to help you grow to get things started. Where I'm living now, there's just really no. It's already grown out. I mean, it's a suburb, and it's grown out. It's not the country, and the country's kind of where I'm looking to be. Um, so there's a little bit of information on the situation, and let's get to what I'm looking at here. So it looks to me as if this, and I'm going to turn my camera around so you can get a good view of what I'll be talking about. Well, first off, here's the view. All right, here's the view. You can see the mountains with snow over there, far away. Um, and you can see the lay of the land down there, Concho. And let's take a walk. So, looks like this piece of property had a foundation. And let's go take a look at that foundation. Now, I'm thinking it was probably a mobile home or a shack of some sort, which is no longer here. All that's left is the footings. Now, this property, you'll notice, has a lot of volcanic rock everywhere, which is going to be hard to dig a septic in this environment, but it'll be a lot of extra work for the person digging the hole to and I'll show you some more of this volcanic rock over here. So digging a septic with this kind of terrain is going to require extra work because of all these boulders that are probably going to be underneath the ground. Look at that beautiful pinyon, or I think that's a pinyon tree. And that's probably why it doesn't have the septic on it already, because you could already see that there was a foundation here. And now nothing. No, no, I mean, there is a shack on the property that I'm going to show you in a minute, but this piece of structure no longer here. Let's take a look. This beautiful wall that was constructed. And let's come over here to where I was hanging out. right here, this little bench area. Pretty little bench area. And here we are back again. There's the can for the nighttime fire, I guess. And there is a neighbor in suburb style is actually far away, but being that this is a country setting, the neighbor's building house is right next here, which you can see there's windows right there facing us. Privacy's kind of nil when it comes to that, and that's where that shack was, or that place that was at that foundation where the footing was. That footing right there, that little place, that little structure was clearly visible to the neighbor. Good or bad, they obviously kept an eye on the surroundings, vice versa, which is always nice out here in the country when you're alone. But not my style really, because I'll get into that. Just not my style. So anyways, let's take a look at this abandoned outhouse that was here. Like I'm telling you, there was no septic. So if you needed to, the previous property owner needed to take a leak or do business, this is the outhouse right here where stuff went down. How do I know that? Because I could see this pipe going all the way up for venting, and I could see the hole, which I don't want to show you really. And this was that situation. Home built. And I'm not, negative about that, because I mean, I have a toilet at my place that is what you would call a composting toilet, and composting toilet is the way I would go before I would save up the money. If I were to purchase a property like this, or this property in general, I would definitely want to get a septic as soon as possible so that I can get a water tank out, because having a water tank is so, I would imagine having water for a shower and stuff would be ideal. And yeah, so look at all this beautiful rock that's already been put into place. This would be a nice spot for an RV, right here. It's really flat. A couple trees would need to be taken down, but it would be secluded from the road. And the road is just right over there. You can see my car right over there. And that's the driveway. Yeah, that's the driveway there. And I want to show you the shack that's on the property. So cool. And this is it here. So I can't go into the shack right now. It's all locked up. But here it is. Nostalgic, old. Yes. Cool, definitely. Metal roof, obviously has a fireplace. And someone's throwing some stuff on the roof there to keep it from leaking. Looks like it's dried out now, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And look at that rock, how they built that wall. Isn't that cool? These trees are just so pretty. I like the fact that the fence is already there, and it goes pretty much, I think, around. I've seen that the fence goes around 3 sides. I'm not sure about the last side. It's kind of hard to get to because the property slopes off, and it's not. Most of the property is not level. But if we come over here, I was thinking that the best place for a septic to go is going to be in this area over here. The only problem is that septic field would probably need to go downhill, I'd imagine. So although I was going to take you uphill in this area, which I'll do right now. So we'll call this septic A. Septic area A. And what I'm looking for would be a place where there would be less of that rock, that volcanic rock, and it would be this area here. And then let's go back to the other area where I'm thinking, on second thought, might be a better place, is downhill to this area over here where there's a clothesline. This is cool because that's how I do 50% of my laundry, on clothesline. But this is downhill right here, and there's not very much rock. Maybe take that tree out there and put the septic over in this area. Yeah. And this is the property from this area. Super pretty. Super cool. Anyways, yeah, I enjoyed showing you this piece of property, and hope you have a good day. See you soon.